Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, dude,
What's up,
it's been a
dude?
couple weeks, man, but we're
Took a
here.
little vacation, man. I
We're
was working
here.
too hard, bro.
Oh yeah, then you got sick, and then
Yeah.
we were in Vegas together, and that was a trip. That
You
was
know
a
what it
fun,
is, dude? You
fun
know why
trip.
I got sick? Because I don't
Was
drink
it?
like that anymore.
Oh
And when
yeah,
I
that's what it
drink
was.
like that, it's not like I was there getting wasted or anything, A few cocktails after the expo, a few cocktails with dinner. But when I do that consistently, it fucks with my body. It fucks with my immune system.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
really does.
100%. Yeah.
Like I said, I used to be a big drinker, but not anymore. Like I
Yeah.
very rarely do I drink
Well,
2 days in a week.
I told you, bro, like, I've done that show for the last few years, that trade show, and this is, like, the first year where every night was a super late night. There's usually one night, but,
Not
like,
super late.
we
I
were
think
up
we were in bed the first couple nights, like, by 12 at least.
but still, I mean, that's late, right? And I don't know, like, we were getting done on the trade show floor by, like, 2, and then we're sitting here getting over to the bar at the casino and just slamming cocktails all afternoon
I
until
mean,
we go to
not
these dinners and
slamming 'em.
shit.
We're gonna get in trouble.
The first night though, the first night, yeah, no, it was but hey, you know what? Like, that was such a fun time, and it was super cool to get out there and do that. I personally love Vegas. I love going to Vegas, and
Ugh.
that's the most fun I've had in a hot minute on any
You
kind
know,
of trip like that.
I haven't been to Vegas in so long outside of, like, work, and, all of my memories of Vegas are fun, like, long, lots of drinking, lots of partying, like
Right, right. That last night though, dude, like,
that last night
that was
was fucking
that
awesome. It was
was
a lot of
that was
fun.
fucking awesome. That was late. I mean, we got back to the hotel at, like, what, 3?
I have no
Which is
idea. I don't
yeah,
remember.
so
To be completely honest, I don't remember. I remember getting to the room, I think, but didn't you say who somebody said that we were arguing, like yelling
yeah,
at
we
each
were
other or
arguing, yeah.
something?
I vaguely remember it, and I was talking to Francesca this week, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, you guys were just, like, cussing each other out and getting super mad." I'm like, "Ah, we're bros, like,
Yeah,
we
I don't
doing
even
it," you
remember
know?
that.
Smartest thing I did, though, that night is I came back downstairs to find you to see if you're still down there, and you weren't. I got a couple bottles of water, and I bought that liquid IV, and that saved me. I mean, I was definitely not as bad that last morning as I was, like, the 2nd morning. When
Yeah.
we were at that tiki bar until they closed, like,
Yeah, you were
that
looking well, that's because you were drinking doubles at dinner and doubles afterwards. I when I showed up to that tiki bar, because I
2nd night, that's the 2nd night.
I was out with one of my concepts and another concept or whatever you wanna call it.
You're out with a bunch of dudes, like, and
I
people,
was
'cause
out
there were
with
chicks
some
there.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, very,
we were
very
doing the damn thing.
professional chicks. Regardless, I only had 2 cocktails at dinner, and then, when I came and met you guys there, you were nice and toasted, dude. You were nice and toasted, and
Dude, well,
so was the other dudes that were there too.
that was after the trade show, and we got back to the hotel. That was that first day. We got to the Crystal Bar in the middle of Resorts World at, like, 2:30, and our
Yeah,
dinner wasn't until 7, so I went up at, like, 6 and took a
yeah.
quick shower, dude, but, man, I was hammered by the time I got to that dinner.
Yeah, the
Straight
only
up.
night that I got hammered was, like, the end of the club night. Like, the first 2 nights,
Yeah,
I was nicely buzzed, but that's always something I'm very weary of when I
that
go out. Like, I
last
don't wanna
night
get fucked up like, at a work thing, and do something. Because 'cause I've been known to when I used to drink is, like, I'm good until I'm not, and it's not like I'm doing anything crazy or illegal. I just turn into a
right.
jackass, and say something I don't wanna say something stupid and fucking people are like, "Oh, that guy's crazy," you know?
You? Be a jackass? No, that last night though, that last night was cool. That was I mean, it was I don't know, I'm ADD and whatnot, and so technically by today's bylaws, like, I'm on the spectrum, but, like, that nightclub was
Wait,
overstimulating as
you?
fuck.
On the
I know!
spectrum?
Me?
No.
So shocking. But, honestly, man, like, it was so overstimulating at first, and it took me, like,
Yeah,
a
I
hot
know.
minute to kinda get myself but once the drink I told one of the guys who was there, Brad, I told Brad, I'm like, "Dude, like, I'm Irish goodbye in, like, 20 minutes." He's like, "Stay for 1 cocktail with me, and then we can get out of here because he's like, "This is not my scene either." And I was like, "Cool, I got a guy on board with it," you know what I mean? And then we had that whiskey and Coke, and they brought out all those bottles, and, they brought that bottle of Tito's out. I looked around at everybody kinda standing around, and I looked at you, and you kinda looked at
I
me,
was the only one
and
dancing. I was the
you're
only one
like
moving.
you're sitting there like and I was like, "Alright, I'm doing it." And I went and grabbed the bottle of Tito's, and I went and passed around shots. and that's how we all loosened up a little bit, so it was a good
Yeah,
time, dude.
I
It was
was
fun.
worried though, because you weren't the only one that came to me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get out of here," and I was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not." Like, we've been here all week. We're
Yeah.
here in this fucking VIP table in this private club. Like, no one's going anywhere. That was lame. But it was funny. You remember when the guy was giving us the tour, right? And he was talking. I was walking next to one of the girls that we were there with from work, and I was kind of mimicking him, because he was talking about the club, and I was like, I was talking to one of the girls, and I was like pretending to be him, and I was like, I banged every single chick that's been in this club. It was just you
Hey,
had to
that
be there,
dude,
but it was so
he
fucking
he
funny.
gave off that vibe, dude.
Bro,
His
he's a club promoter, dude. He'd been there for
he's
10
the
years.
senior VIP marketing promoter guy, like,
Yeah, yeah, he's
yeah, and then
definitely
and then he's
what's
sitting
funny though
there.
is he's probably married with kids, you know?
I
These
don't remember if he had a ring on or not.
he probably doesn't wear it to work. That would probably ruin it, but a lot of
Yeah.
those people, like, they're working those jobs, but they're fucking people, you know? It's a
Yeah.
job, especially when
No,
you've been there for 10 years. If you're banging every chick that's coming through, you ain't working there for 10 years.
maybe for the first couple years, right? And then
Maybe
when
for the first
then when
couple,
you
and then you
move from that entry level to, like, that more legit
yeah,
with responsibility, that's when you're like, "Alright, I have to behave a little
yeah,
bit," right? But I
yeah.
was so it was a really cool tour, actually. I was so, like, excited to find that unicorn in the back of the stage,
Yeah,
and
what's
then
funny is I didn't even remember that until you brought it up the other day. Not that I,
dude,
like, forgot it, but, like,
it was just, like, 4 minutes of that tour, yeah, it was not much.
yeah.
But I was like, "Oh, they were taking pictures with the unicorn," and then I look over, there's just a staff member asleep on that bench back there, and I was like, "Oh, there's a
Yeah,
person," like,
yeah. It's probably a bartender or somebody, a
oh,
porter,
yeah, no,
somebody.
without a doubt, man, or coming in early or something like that from school or a second job, who knows?
Yeah. That was a lot of fun though, man. It was a lot of fun. It went really well, and I'm glad that it's over. Fuck, man. I felt like shit all week. Everybody's like, "Are you hungover still?" I'm like, "No, I'm
I
not
don't
fucking
think I mean,
hungover
I think
still." Like,
there's
I'm
correlation. I think there's some correlation, but I think the sickness might be its own thing because there's something going around. I mean, it's
yeah,
just
no, 100%. The weather's changing. I just think that it fucks with my immune system when I drink like days in a row. Like it just fucks up my whole
and
body.
then immediately get on a plane, a
Oh,
bunch of
dude.
strangers, and fly home.
Literally, and it could have been the plane that got me sick because I felt fine over the weekend, but then, like, Sunday night, I started coughing a little bit, and then Monday, I woke up feeling like shit. Yet here I am, back on the podcast,
Grinding away like a
grinding away.
true
I had to
like a
peel
true
myself away
professional.
from my video game.
Hey, I mean, your Sabrina's traveling, she's gone for the
She
weekend, dude,
is.
like, when else are you gonna get the chance to really play the video games, right?
Never I mean, no, she lets
What
me
are you
play,
playing,
but I
GT?
just don't. No, Crimson this new game came out called Crimson Desert.
How
It's like
is it, dude?
it's pretty sick, but it's like these games, like, I'm not really too big into them, but it looked cool, so I bought it, and I played it for, like, 30 minutes, and I was like, "Fuck this game, it's too hard." But, like, these games, like, you stick with them, like, it's no, you don't understand, like, it's
No, I
fucking
no, I understand. I
like, these
100%
new games, like,
understand.
they don't tell you what to do. They don't there's not, like, hit pause and, like, look
Yeah,
at your
it's
moves, like, you have to fucking learn everything
yeah,
organically.
and then Crimson Desert's a massive free roam game, you're
Exactly.
everywhere, yeah, no,
It
that's it looks cool. It's one of those games for me where it's like I only get so much time with the child and whatnot, like,
yeah.
I don't think I'd love to play it and get it, but I'm not gonna have the time to dedicate to it, you know what I
I'll
mean?
play maybe like an hour and a half, a few days, maybe 4 days out of the week, but realistically, I have shit to do and I fucking, gotta spend
Yeah, but
time with the wife.
right now you're sick, so you can justify just sitting on the couch and
Sick
being a
and Sabrina's not here,
you
so I
can be a
told her
Greek tater.
that's right. Greek tater.
Greek tater.
Greeksican tater.
Yeah, I love how we're making fun of you for being Greek, and now it's, "Oh, I'm Greeksican."
Well,
It's
it's
the
funny
evolution.
because it's there's no one else that talks about ethnicity, and I think everyone's just scared. My God, like I remember, I think I said like what ethnicity are you? Like I enjoy that, right? I enjoy like ethnic backgrounds to see kind of where you're from and how you grew up. It's not like somebody hears somebody ask a question like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, like he said that." It's like fuck that. Everyone's so fucking sensitive in the computer, but in the real world, if like cool, like what's your ethnic background? People I think are
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
at first caught off guard, but then, like, it's just to open a conversation,
yeah.
like, learn something about somebody.
You can't just be like, "Oh, I'm white." It's like, "No, where are you from? Are you Irish? Are you
Yeah.
English?" You know what I
It's kind
mean?
of an easy way to learn something about somebody that might not be normally advertised, you know what I mean? Like, but people are just so sensitive, people get offended, you know? And people are like, "Oh my god, Steven asked, like, what ethnicity this person is." I'm like, "Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shut up."
And then at the same time, anytime I call this one guy that we work with, he's one of our reps. He was with us with the club, the big dude, big dude.
Yeah,
Anytime
yeah,
I
yeah.
call him, I'm like, "Hola, güey, qué pasó, güey?" Like, go off in Spanish with him because I know, and he reciprocates it, and so it's like, yeah, I don't know, is that cultural
Wait,
appropriation? I don't know.
is he Hispanic, the big guy? Chef?
Yeah,
I didn't know
not
he
the
was just
chef,
okay,
not
other
chef.
dude. Other
The other
dude.
dude, the other dude. Yeah, yeah.
Right on. Chef
Chef.
reminds me of
Yeah,
Chef.
I was about to say it, dude. Chef reminds me of Chef from South Park so much.
I'm
He's the
sure he's
coolest
gotten that
dude.
before.
He's the coolest dude, man.
Super
Like
fucking cool.
Sabrina and I, they took us to a Raiders game 2 seasons ago, and we went to the game with Chef and the other guy, and we spent just a bunch of time. Dude, it was sick. The game was awesome. The Raiders won, and we lost 10 straight, but we won that game. But they took us off the strip to this restaurant called China Mama off the strip in
Huh?
Vegas.
I've heard
Oh
of
my
it.
god, dude, the food was amazing. Then they took us to Golden Tiki afterwards. And then, like, cause Chef is from Vegas. He's been there for 35 years, went to high school there.
Really? Is that where he
And
lives? Like he
he lives,
lives
yeah, he lives in Vegas. And
but he is
and
a
he was
chef
he was an
for
executive chef at the Tropicana? No, the Rio, the Rio. He was an executive chef at the Rio for a long time before they brought him onto the manufacturer's rep side. Dude, he's the cool dude, Chef is the coolest fucking dude. And then, we spent, like, an hour and a half because, like, Sabrina, I didn't know this until we were there. She'd never been to Vegas, like, ever. And
who, your
so
wife, Sabrina?
yeah, my
My
wife,
Sabrina's never
Sabrina.
been to Vegas either.
Well, we need to plan a trip, but we drove up and down in Chef's car, up and down the strip a couple times, and he just, like, explained the history behind every hotel and what's new and what's being built, what's
Dude,
been bought. Like, dude, it was so cool.
everybody knows everything. Even the fucking taxi drivers, dude. Like you hop in
Yeah,
there and they start talking to you about like Vegas history and like who's where and there was a celebrity sighting here or this person was
yeah.
here and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like I guess they
I
just hear about it from their riders, right?
Yeah, 100%. I forget, and I don't know why I forget, but I forget just how much good food is on the strip and in those casinos, dude. The restaurants are off the chain.
Most of them. I was actually surprised because we went to 2 Jose Andres restaurants.
The Haleo one sounded like it was a little weird, but I'm trying to
It
decide if
was
that was
it was not it could have been great, but we just didn't order properly.
right.
Like
Yeah, that's what I
first
was
one
gonna
of the
say.
chefs did, and apparently she doesn't eat meat, so you can't fault her for that. But then it just got weird, and
Why
then
are you
like
bringing me fucking eggplant?
I wish we literally had eggplant. We literally
Oh,
had
really?
eggplant. No, I like eggplant, but it was just eggplant, you know? Like I don't want to eat eggplant at Jose Andres's restaurant.
Yeah, seriously.
Regardless, it was still good, but like I wish that I was going to say in the beginning, because I've done this at different occasions for work when we're traveling. I'm just like one person order for the table, and we tried that, but it didn't work out. I wish that I would have said, "I'll fucking order for the table. You know, if you don't eat meat, that's fine. Whatever, we'll order veggies." But I wish I would have done that because I feel like I could have
And you
done
have
a
the
little
ex
better
you
of a
and you
job.
have the experience to be able to kinda lead that
Yeah,
and direct
yeah,
that.
100%.
You know, I ended up at Tao that night with a couple of the big bosses, which was a little out of character for me, and, honestly, dude, like, that food that we got was so good. One of the things they brought I don't wanna rub it in, but one of the things they brought out was this dessert platter because we did this thing that was, like, a certain cost per person, there was 6 of us, and so it's like $150 a person, and the dessert platter had, like, a edible, like, mint plant inside a bunch of, like, cocoa powder in a white chocolate pot. Okay,
Huh?
that's one thing they brought, and they're like, "Yeah,
They
you can eat that
crack it?
entire."
Did they crack it when you
No, but
came
they
out or
said they
something?
said, "You can eat everything," and the ADD side of me was like, "I need to eat the pot." And so I was like, "Give me the pot," and I broke off a piece. I don't know what it was, it's like childhood Pika throwbacks, but I was like, "I'm eating a porcelain pot, and it's white chocolate," and I don't know, it tickled my brain very much.
I eat pot all the time. I ate
Yeah,
I lit a little pot before we started this podcast.
how absolutely shocking, I never would have guessed that.
Well, it won't. You'll notice maybe towards the end if my eyes start
Yeah,
to get a
as you
little
s
low.
they're already drooped from when we first
No,
started.
I haven't smoked at all. I wanted to be fresh for this because I'm already sick and tired, so I didn't want to be
Sick and
extra
tired and
tired.
stoned. Extra
Exactly.
tired, yeah, I got you. But, one of the other things on that dessert platter the food was great. They brought a bunch of, like, small plates, and it's just off the chain, just Chinese food, right? But they had this thing that was an oversized fortune cookie, and it was a fortune cookie made out of fortune cookie that was legitimately 8 or 9 inches left to right, about 4
Jesus.
inches tall, full of vanilla mousse and chocolate mousse. That was the best part of the dessert. I mean, it was dude, it was so good. The restaurants in Vegas are just crazy, man. It is
Yeah.
not fair how much good food there is.
The 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 last night? Was it the last night? No, no. 2nd night, we went to Bazaar Mar, which is
Yeah,
another
yeah.
another Jose Andres restaurant, which is all seafood, and it was fucking spectacular. It was absolutely spectacular. It was a prefix menu, a prefix tasting menu. There was like 10 or 11 courses, maybe 12.
That's so
And
cool though, dude.
everything that came out was delicious. Like it was a really cool, chill dinner. Only had 2 cocktails. It was very mellow, and it was a great opportunity to get to know everyone better, but
See, and you played that right because that's the same day where we were at the Crystal Bar from, like, 2:30 on to the end till we
yeah,
all left, and
yeah.
you played that right because you knew you had that going on, so you had a couple beforehand, but I felt like and correct me if I'm wrong, but from my memory, you had a nice, like, hour and a half to 2 hours where you weren't drinking, and so you had the time to let it go through your system so you could get to that dinner and
Well,
be
not only that, we were eating. Like, I was fucking eating pizza. Everyone was like, I don't want to have any pizza." I'm like, "This is the motherfucking pizza
Pizza
expo." So,
Expo,
like,
dude.
every
I
time I
ate
saw a
so
fresh
much
pizza being
pizza.
sliced, I was like, "Yeah, I want a piece." I don't even care what the
Did you
fuck
try one of the mozzarella sticks they had there, though? You
No, see,
can't dairy's
no,
not
I
really
I
your
eat
deal.
fucking cheese, but
I know.
I'm not gonna fucking,
Threaten it. Yeah.
sabotage myself. I
Yeah.
took, like, 3 digestive enzymes throughout the day
What a
just to
smart
make
guy.
sure. I was
You know,
fucking solid, though. I didn't have any
absolutely,
bubble
you were.
guts.
You were.
I fucking didn't.
I've seen you in the office when you're not solid, and you did the right thing with your stomach there. I
Yeah.
was crazy. That exhibitor suite was super cool because I had no idea that existed, and one of the chefs was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go up there and get a coffee," and I was like, "Coffee?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, it's upstairs, it's overlooking everything." Got that video of the whole show, and then took that creeper video of you walking when you were like, "Dude, where the fuck are you?" Like,
Yeah, you were super creepy.
yeah.
I forgot, we need to thank the guys that got us those tickets. I don't know if you already have, but put something
Yeah,
in
I
an
went to
email.
dinner with them, remember?
Yeah, you did, but I didn't, so I need to reach out and,
Yeah, call Chris. I think
yeah, I'll
that's his
call him.
name? Chris, yeah, give him a call
Yeah.
and just be like, "Hey, bro, I
Yeah, he's a
appreciate
cool
you."
dude, he was funny. Do you remember what he was telling you was it the 2nd night, when you guys were at the bar? Do you remember what he was telling you?
The bar, the tiki bar?
The tiki bar, and you were just eating it up, and me and Francesca were laughing.
I don't remember what he was telling me.
He's like, Jesse, you just got it, man. You got it." And me and Francesca were smiling at each other, and you were just like, "Yeah."
Yeah, of course. When I'm already lubricated, I'm very susceptible to
Oh my
compliments,
god,
that's
it
for
was so
sure.
funny.
Yeah, and then he
It's
brought
funny
his
though because
buddy
coming from these guys, obviously you do a great job, right? But I wonder because I'm very observant and I might be drinking, but I'm still listening and analyzing. I wonder how much of the things these guys say is bullshit because it's their job to take us out and show us a good time.
because we're the ones that sell their product, so they
100%.
yeah, they definitely, like, lather you up so you wanna sell their
Yeah,
product. That's how Orlando was when I was there last, like, 2 oh god, 2 months ago now. Like, that factory was just, like, laying on thick because they want us to sell more of their
yeah,
product. You know, they wanna partner on more things, which is like, "Hey, I'm fine. If you have an opportunity and the people you're working with aren't doing a good job, bring it to me. I'll sell it. I'll hand it off to someone, and we'll rack in the commissions and be totally good, you know what I mean? But,
yeah,
like, it's also my job to sell, right? And so these guys, they wanna take us to dinners, they wanna do all these things. I mean, that first dinner, I wish it was better. I'm kinda glad I got the chance to skip out, just being transparent, but, like, that first dinner, I'm so glad that I was able to get that lined up because that dude just wanted to have my ear and my ear alone, and he wanted to
which one was that? Was that the first night
that
we
was
didn't go
Haleo
dinner?
the first night at Haleo.
Well, not Monday. We didn't do anything on Monday,
No,
right?
it was Monday. It was Monday. It was right after we
What did
landed.
I do on Monday?
You landed at the airport with me. We waited for Francesca.
That's right, and then that's when we
Yeah,
went to Haleo. That was the night
correct.
Haleo
Yeah,
and then
and I dipped out
Bazaar.
of Haleo
Dude,
Super ugly.
Beauty and Essex, I think it
Essex.
was called, or Beauty Essex, well, that was the
Beauty and
I mean,
Essex? That
that
was
was
spectacular.
fuck. It was good because it was food that you're used to eating, just elevated and presented
Dude,
nice.
the
It was
grilled
fucking
cheese tomato soup
the
dumpling
fucking amuse-bouche,
soup spoons, oh
one
my
bite.
god.
That
Oh
was
my
insane.
god.
Nobody
It's
was
so
eating.
good.
No one was dude, I
Yeah,
had, like
everyone was nervous. There's the 3 people from the factory that were there, I've never met them before. I've never communicated with them, I have no idea who they are. I don't. I still don't. I haven't asked. You know what I mean? So, like, the 3 factory people, I was like, so I was in the corner with my guys, like, just
yeah.
hanging out with my 2 dudes. You know what I mean? But that was I mean, it was a great time. You know what I mean? And Beauty and Essex was awesome, and, like, they took care of us. They dropped a pretty penny on that dinner in that
I'm
private
sure.
room. It was also fun running into Paul
Yeah, that
when
was
we were walking
random.
up. Yeah, it was so funny 'cause I saw him this week. We're talking. He's like, "Yeah, it was great seeing you in Vegas. Your other people that were with you, they made a really good impression." And I was like, "Yeah, that's Steven."
He said that, really?
Yeah, he said, "You guys made a good impression, represented the company well." I'm like, "Dude, you're just drunk, but okay, that's fine."
Whatever. What is he? He's like the VP or something?
It's, chief supply chain officer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's
cool
a
dude.
C-suite. He's a cool fucking dude. He's the
He
most interesting
seems
man in the
cool.
world, dude.
Yeah, I've heard. Remember you were
He used
telling
to
me
be a professional
stories.
bull rider and all that stuff, like, it's just
Wasn't he a
crazy.
cop too or something like
He
that?
is. He's still a cop. Technically, licensed, badged, whatever the whole thing is, he's a cop.
Yeah,
He
interesting.
could quit his job and go back to I think it's Stanislaus County and be a cop. Yeah, it's
Crazy.
crazy. Alright,
Lots of
man.
fun. Lots of fun, but it
Lots of
was
fun.
good to fucking come home, and it was really nice. I technically wasn't in the office this week, only for one day, but it was nice to go into the office. I didn't get anything done. I didn't get anything done. I mean, I got shit done, but, like, you know how, like, you respond to emails, but then you're like, "Damn, what did I actually get done today?" Nothing, but I answered emails that I had to answer. Like, I didn't knock anything off of my list that day.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
reading text over there or what?
No, I'm
You
reading down
fucking
so down questions. I'm
practicing?
getting ready. I'm getting ready. No, it was good. I actually ended up having to go into the office today. Dude, my laptop didn't get
Yeah, what the
fixed until
fuck?
12:15.
What's wrong with isn't it a brand new laptop?
No, it's about a year old. I mean, so I guess it's still
You
technically
just
new.
got one didn't you just get one?
It's like probably somewhere between 9 months and a year, but for whatever reason, the laptop, you plug the dock in to get the multiple screens, and my laptop, for whatever reason, was not registering that it was a Dell whatever dock. It was just registering a generic docking station, and so it wasn't linking anything. So I thought it was just being weird here. So I went to the office, and I was being weird at the office too. I got on the phone with Cormac at like 10 and from our IT department, and he didn't get done until like 12:15. It
Jesus,
was
that's you were
and
on the
so
phone the
and
whole time, or were you just sitting there
I was
twiddling
on
your
the phone with him.
thumbs?
I had a call with our boss at 11, and so I was on the phone with him until then, and then I told him, like, "I gotta get off, but you gotta keep working." I was just working on my phone for those whole 2 hours, and then he called me back at, like, 11:45, and we spent, like I actually went into your office and took your desk, which was my old desk, because he was like, "Let's try a 3rd docking station and make sure it is your laptop and not just, like, the 2% chance you have 2 bad docks," and then sat down and was like, "No, it's dead." He's like, "Alright," and then he got it he saw something and got it fixed, but yeah, I felt bad because your boy was in there, and I was, like, talking hella loud on the phone.
God.
He looks so irritated, but it's
Well, I mean,
good.
I talk in there too. I just try and, like, not talk loud because I know he's working and I know it can be
Yeah,
distracting, but he'll get used to it.
yeah.
Dude, that's another thing that I'm super stoked on is having the office with me and Josh in there. It's fucking awesome. Communication is great. It's the fucking it's the best office in the whole it's the best office in our chain side. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna we both have couches in our offices now, but I think mine's more cozy, so I'll just leave
I
you
don't
with
know.
that.
Everybody seems to be just hanging out in my office now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all your plants that you keep stealing from everybody else in the office.
I've literally stole one plant. Ashley was so unhappy about it. It's funny. I'm gonna bring in. I've got four more plants that I'm bringing in. I'll probably bring them in on Tuesday. All the propagated ones that I did over the weekend, and I'm gonna do more. It's gonna be fucking sick. I'm gonna get a mirror too, right above that bookcase that I just built. There's like a spot in between my big ass calendar and my little photo wall of my family and my wife and friends and shit. I
Yeah.
have a mirror in there. I'm gonna bring it. I got a TV in my closet over here. I'm gonna bring it and mount above, right where your TV used to be, but I'm gonna
You're
mount it.
just full on moving in. I love it. No, I love it because you're when we shared that office, your space was very sparse for a long time, and
Well, I
I'm
didn't
just
wanna do anything. I didn't want to, like, move in. Everyone's
yeah,
like, "Oh, you gotta get stuff for your desk." I'm like, "I don't
but,
really
like,
want
it
to
it
because
was
I."
communicated that at some point things would be moving and changing, so I fully
uh,
get you there.
and
Yeah.
also just being in the corner spot, you've got more, like, space to make it your own, you know?
It's a cool spot. I had that spot for a couple years, buddy.
It's a good spot, dude. I love the
Yeah,
office. I love that it's not too bright and it's not too dark. Your office is nice as well, but it's a little dark.
it is a little dark, and I don't have a window that opens, but beggars can't be choosers.
I don't even think I mean, I guess, yeah, opening the window is nice sometimes.
Yeah, no, it is. Get some fresh air. Alright, dude, I think it's time for our down or not down game
I think
because gotta
so.
get back into the groove of things. I got one in the chamber that I feel like is very you.
Okay.
Would you be down to clap every time the plane lands and be that person?
Fuck
Like,
no.
forever, like,
It's
forever.
embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for people when they do it. Unless it's, like, super turbulent, like, if it's crazy fucking turbulent and we
Or, like
land,
or, like,
I'm
something
fucking
happened and the masks drop or something, right? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm clapping it up, but I would definitely never be that guy,
Are you
ever.
sure? Are you
I
sure?
don't think I don't think I've since I've been traveling for this job, I don't think I've heard any claps, thank God. It's so cringy. It's like, guys, it's like riding a bus and getting to your
I had
destination and being
someone
like,
clap when I landed back in SAC on, Wednesday, I had someone clap, but she was with her, like, three-year-old child, and she's like,
"Oh, that
"Yay,
makes
we landed,"
sense."
and I was like, "That's acceptable. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's acceptable,
That's
but otherwise,
acceptable."
it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dun-
I caught you off guard.
This is a funny one. I already know you're down for that. I'm gonna pick a different one.
Aw, okay.
Down or not down? Are you down or not down to block someone mid-argument? And I guess this
I'm
would
not down for that because but you know me, and I love to gaslight, and I love to
fucking A,
instigate.
you love to gaslight.
Yeah,
Jesus
well, I
Christ,
mean, yeah, in these
I've
kind of
learned since we started
situations,
this
yeah.
fucking pod.
So, no, I would never block someone in the middle, but I would definitely keep them going. I would get them super riled up
I feel
and
like I've
just
done that.
keep piling on.
I feel like I've done it before, where it's just like someone, like before I was married, before I was in a relationship, I've definitely done that.
Block
Talk some
someone in the middle of an
talk some
argument?
shit. Well, not someone, but not let's just say it was definitely a female or 2 where it's just like, "You're fucking crazy. Fuck you." Block.
Wow,
Well, I mean, it's
wow.
this is the realest. This is the real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I was a wild man for a lot of years. I'm not anymore, but,
That's
you
fair.
know, I've
I don't
definitely
know,
done
man. I
it.
spent a whole week with you in Vegas, so
I wasn't too wild though. That was nothing. That was a very watered down
that was
Steven. That was
nothing.
work. That was work
Apparently
Vegas.
apparently we just argued and debated the whole car ride home, but that's cool.
I don't even
Are
I
you
mean, I remember the ride home. I just don't remember arguing with you. Did she say what we were arguing about?
No, we were just kinda being, like, dicks, and it was, like, something along the lines of, like, you're like, "Oh, fucking Jesse's so macho, he's the guy in the front seat," and I was like, "Fuck you, Steven," and you're like, "Fuck you, Jesse," and then we were, like, just exchanging fuck yous back and forth.
Oh, that's
I was like
hilarious.
when I talked to her about it, I was like, "Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that, but, like,
Really? I don't remember it
we're
at all.
homies, dude, that's what we
Yeah,
do. That's what we're
exactly.
gonna
That's
do."
exactly what I chalk it up to. Just at the end of the night, I mean,
Yeah.
that always happens. I've got plenty of friends that I've gotten into it with when we're drinking, and then immediately or the next day you fucking talk and you're like, "Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, we were fighting last night. We just don't remember what. What about?"
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Would
What
you
do
be
you
down to
got?
rewatch the most awkward moments of your life on a 5-minute loop?
Fuck yeah, dude. That would be the most epic loop ever. I feel like that's underrated. Awkward moments are so underrated, especially if you could watch it back after the fact. That would be rad.
It'd just be like, "Yeah, I coulda said that. Yeah, I coulda done that different. Yeah, okay. Alright.
Absolutely. All right, let's see.
That's fair."
That's so funny. I'm gonna say it because we're so reliant on this bullshit.
What does that mean?
I was looking through my list of questions and I saw your questions and I'm like, "Oh my god. Are you down or not down?"
ChatGPT?
Okay, this is a good one because I know my answer. Are you down or not down to eat a slice of pizza that fell on the ground face down?
I literally did this the other weekend at my nephew's birthday. My daughter it was my nephew's birthday, they had pizza, and my daughter got her pizza. I got pizza for my daughter, and I said, "Hey, go sit down by mom." And instead, she decided she wanted to get on the swinging chair, and she sat down on it and rocked backward, and then, like, fell forward, dropped her pizza face down. She started to get a little upset, and I was like, "Hey, take mine." And I gave her the pizza, and I picked it up, and I was like, "It was only a couple of seconds, and it looked kinda clean," so I ate it, dude, like,
Hey, you gotta do what you
I'm
gotta
not
do,
gonna
man.
waste I felt like they had barely enough pizza for everybody, like, I'm not gonna waste my brother's money like that, come on.
Absolutely. What a fucking gentleman you are. I'm not gonna hey, bro, I'm not gonna waste your money. I'm gonna eat this slice for you. Such a
I know your
fucking
station.
gentleman.
I know your station in
I
life.
know you're hurting for
These
money,
2
bro.
pieces of pizza are gonna destroy you.
Oh, that's crazy.
Man, alright, I got another one. Would you be down to fight a toddler with full confidence? You just know that you're not even play
No,
fighting, you just know you're not really?
absolutely not. Why would I fight a toddler?
Let's
No,
let's
fuck no.
let's say it's a
I
life
would
or death
push one
situation.
over. I would push a tod like said like a toddler with rabies? Absolutely. I wouldn't fight him because
Toddler with
it
rabies?
wouldn't be much of a fight, but I would definitely kick a toddler if he was
Do
rabid.
do you think if it was you and you had 10 3-year-olds trying to fight you,
No problem.
you think you could take them all on?
A 3-year-old?
What if they had knives?
I don't know, man. They start stabbing. Just
Dude,
I'll
I
just
mean,
do the
look,
windmill. Just fucking bust out some
3-year-olds
old
can be
break dance
rabid.
with knives. I don't know. With knives, that's a dangerous one. I'd
Yeah.
fucking take them though. What am I gonna do? Run? I'm gonna fucking take those little fuckers
Well, yeah, they
out.
got you completely circled. You could hurdle over them and keep going, I guess.
I would just start soccer kicking. I would just start soccer kicking and fucking
Dude, the fucking visual of
throwing
you.
bows and shit.
Yeah.
You ever seen that video that's gone around over the years where it's like this dude is at like a backyard barbecue and some little boy is picking on his daughter and he walks up to the little boy and slaps the little boy and they're like, "Hey, John, you can't do that." And he slaps that person. Next thing you know, he's fucking slapping everybody in the whole
Everybody in the
party.
party? Oh
Have you seen
god.
that? It's fucking
I think
hilarious.
I'm almost positive I have.
It's like a British comedy, I think. I don't think it's a TV show. I think it's just a clip. Maybe it is a TV show, but it's fucking hilarious. All right, let's see. Are you down or not down to split the bill evenly, even when you ordered way more? And be fucking honest. Don't give me the fucking answer. Oh, fucking pay my. Ugh."
Yeah, are you kidding me? I love saving money. What kind of question is that?
There you
But
go. That's the answer.
here's the thing though, is in those kinds of situations, I'll generally be like, "You pick up the whole tab, and then I'll Venmo you the amount that I spent." And you and I have
Yeah,
done that. We've done that at lunch at the office, you know what I
I'll
mean? Like,
do that. But I won't do it at the office anymore. Every time I do it, like, there's been a few times where I've gotten food for everyone, right, and, like, put it on my personal card, and I always end up short. Every single time I end up
are
short.
you end up short or just nobody covers your portion too?
No, I end up short. So I'm not doing that anymore.
That's fair.
That's right, we'll just do it on your card next time.
Okay.
You know what's funny though is I think I'm the only person that does that or did that.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely are.
But to be completely honest, it's
Dude,
nice when we have
dude,
group
that's crazy.
lunches.
The lighting, you can see that scar on my forehead so easily.
Crazy.
Sorry, I got distracted. Go ahead.
How did that happen?
Oh god, dude, do you wanna hear my wife's worst story about me since I've been a dad?
No.
It was my daughter's first birthday, and I
No.
had my home gym set up, and I got stuff set up out in the green belt with my father-in-law, and I'm getting all
The green belt?
situated. We have, like, a creek that runs through that they
Oh, okay.
maintain, so it's part of what a HOA covers, and we got all these tables and chairs set up and tablecloths. My wife's inside with her mom and her grandma, and they're cooking all the food for the birthday party. And my father-in-law's like, "Hey, like, what do you do with some of this gym equipment?" So I'm showing him some stuff, and I had a 3/4 inch lag bolt about 4 inches long at the base, about ankle height into a stud. And for months, literally, Steven, months, I would take a resistance band and I would wrap it around the bottom of it, and I would do
No.
curls, I'd do pulls. And so I was like, "Yeah, I do this," and I curl, and I curled, and I same thing I've done for months, and that shit shot out of the stud at ankle height. blasted me in the forehead right here.
No
Like,
way.
dude, so fast, it was, like, immediately my ears ring like, when somebody gets shot in a movie, it's got, like, the ears ringing and everything's all fuzzy, like, it was that, and I turned, I looked at my father-in-law, and he looks at me, and then my vision just blood, like, just bleeding, and blood goes down my face, and he's like, "Lay down." So I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea." So I lay down, and he runs in to get my wife and everybody. He's like, "I need paper towels now." He's and my I guess my mother-in-law said something. He was like, "Right now." And then Sabrina's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "It's fine. Everything's fine," you know? So he goes out, grandma and mother-in-law go out with to me, and they're, like, cleaning me up, and he's like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "Dude, like, if it was my stomach or my side or my arm or something, I'd be like, whatever, it's fine." But it's, like, my head. I have a
Yeah.
one-year-old daughter. It's my daughter's first birthday,
Your
like,
face,
I'm
more
like, "Call
importantly.
call call the param" like, "How bad is it?" He goes, "It's pretty bad." I'm like, "Call fucking 911." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing with it, right? And so the fire truck gets there, and the dude he's like, "Oh, yep, I can kinda see your skull, so you need to go to the hospital and get some stitches."
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
and then the ambulance gets there, and I was like, "I'm not getting in the ambulance." And I looked at my father-in-law, I was like, "Howard, I need you to drive me. I'm not paying for an ambulance bill." So
Yeah,
the dude was like,
fuck, and I was gonna
dude
say,
the paramedic was like,
yeah,
"Yeah,
no,
it's
you
gonna be
just need to
like
get some stitches.
$3,500 to ride." I was like, "Okay, cool." So they bandaged me up, and I had to go to the ER. I ended up not getting all the way through to the bone, and so they cleaned it up really good, pinched it together, and glued it, and so I went back to my daughter's
Nice.
caught the last 30 minutes of my daughter's first birthday after being in the ER for several hours.
Jesus
The
Christ,
the
that's
best part
horrible.
the best part is my wife is inside freaking out, making food because everybody ditched her. She has no idea what's going on, and, my mother-in-law comes in to get something, and Sabrina's like, "What's going on?" And she responds with, "It's okay, he's awake now," which is
Oh, no.
not the right answer at all, you know? Like, Sabrina's
That's
like, "He's
hilarious.
awake, like, what are you talking about?" Like, yeah, I had this yeah, I the doctor said I didn't have a concussion, which is dope, but dude, like, my bell was rung. I was super out of it for, like, 2 days,
Yeah, I
and my
bet.
face is all swollen, dude, like,
You got any
it
good
was
pictures
brutal.
you wanna share with
It's
the
all I got
fucking
one on my Instagram. If you
really?
go to my Instagram and you scroll down, you'll see it right after they cleaned it up.
No, I blocked you after that argument.
I knew you remembered it.
No, I'm kidding.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, here. You probably
You have a
can't see it
mask
very
on?
yeah, it was freaking 2021, dude, it's COVID.
You were a
Yeah,
masker, weren't you? You were definitely a masker. Are you vaccinated?
I am not vaccinated. Serena's not
Bullshit.
vaccinated. No,
Bullshit.
kid you not.
Good for you, dude, you
Scout's
held out.
honor.
Good
No,
for
Serena and
you.
I are not vaccinated. We thought it was ridiculous.
I don't think
I
it's
had
bad. I don't fault anybody for getting it, but I never
yeah,
did it. The second they were like, "You can't
here's
come here unless you have a vaccine," I was like, "Absolutely not getting it.
I'm
You're
out.
not gonna force
Yeah.
me to fucking do
And here's
anything."
here's my take, man. Like the one thing to me that was so suspicious about it, I believe that the COVID-19 coronavirus was a real thing. I believe that it really killed people. But what's suspicious to me is hundreds of thousands of or thousands of deaths from the flu every year
I was
disappeared during
just gonna
COVID
say.
because everything was being diagnosed as having COVID. You know what I mean? You could be like, oh, this guy had liver failure, but he also tested positive for coronavirus, so he died from COVID.
Yeah.
I feel like it was something that they drummed up to be bigger than it was. Not to say that it was small, right? But I think that it got blown out of proportion by the media and turned into something way more than it really should have
So
been. You
I
know what I
just
mean?
put this into the old GPT. Worldwide, 290,000 to 650,000 people die each year from seasonal flu.
Yeah, the flu is no joke. As a kid, you'd be like, "Oh, I have the flu and my tummy hurts." And then as an adult, you're like, "Oh, this is a legitimate killer every year. Got it." You know?
Yeah. How many people? 2020. What do you think? What's the number? How many people died from COVID in 2020?
From COVID, it's like 2 million or something like that.
That's fucking bullshit. I don't believe it. About
Where it's
350,000 deaths in the US
from COVID?
reported by the CDC.
I remember them
I'm
getting
not a
mad that it was over a
conspiracy theorist, but
million.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
All right.
I knew quite a few people that I worked with at the time whose parents passed away, and they said from COVID, but their parents were old as shit, and they already had pre-existing
Right.
conditions, and they got
Correct.
sick, and then that's what took them
What's
out.
crazy to me, you wanna hear my next crazy conspiracy theory on this?
Sure.
What's crazy to me is in the year and a half to 2 years before COVID came out, how many insurance companies stopped covering pre-existing conditions as if they knew that something was gonna happen, that a pre-existing condition would get you killed by something, and so they stopped covering it?
Yeah, I believe it. That's kinda like the fires, the LA fires, how all the companies took away people's fire insurance right before the
Yeah,
fires happened.
and then some
And
dude
then
went and started them.
well, then
You know?
the government, I think they put, like, a moratorium, and they said that you can't do that. They said if you were canceled in the past 6 months or year, like, we're still gonna cover you, something like that. I remember hearing
Yeah,
that on the news.
yeah. Dude, you know what's something crazy I saw on Facebook the other day? Take this for granted, I did not research it myself. So this is just literally me saying a tagline and repeating it. Supposedly, because the whole Tyler Robert Robinson killing Charlie Kirk thing has just kind of disappeared, right? Like we
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
talk about it
nobody's
anymore.
talking about it.
Supposedly, they've proven that the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk could not have been fired out of the gun that he was caught with or was alleged to
I read
have.
that too, but I think it's bullshit. I don't know, we'll see.
I think it's clickbait kind of shit, but
Yeah, I
I
mean, if
don't
it's on
know,
Facebook,
man.
dude, it's hard to believe anything on Face and let it like any social media, dude, like, I just like, even videos, you watch these videos and they're posted by reputable sources, and then you do a little bit of research and it's not true at all. Like, I don't go I mean, obviously, I read articles on the internet, you know, but I there's a select few sites. There's one that I like, it's called Ride the News, and it's just unbiased, they're not for or against either side, they just present, like I mean, they say they're just presenting facts, you know, but they're just giving news, they're not commenting on the news or what's being said, they're just giving it. Does that make sense?
Right,
Whereas, like,
right.
you turn on the news and you're watching Channel 7 or whatever, ABC, NBC.
You're getting it through this lens, or you're going somewhere else and getting it through this
Exactly.
lens, yeah. I
I
mean,
like
that's
reading just the news, like, "This happened, this speech came out, this is what they're saying, we go through today in today's fucking news report, we're gonna fact check the news,"
yeah.
you know, and they kind of
I
talk about
just
how
sent
each
you
outlet spins it.
I sent you a reel earlier tonight. I don't know if you saw it. It was pretty sure I sent it to you. It was Theo Vaughn on Joe Rogan about the war in Iran. And he's
Uh-huh.
like, "We're there to stop terrorists." And Theo Vaughn's like, "Well, America's the fucking terrorists. We're the ones that attacked." Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you there to stop terrorists? And I was like, "Oh shit, you know, you got a good point." Like,
It's crazy because, you know, these guys are like, "Ah, that's to America," and we're like, "No, you guys are terrorists," and, like, I mean, don't get me
but they're
wrong,
not actually attacking us.
I support, but there's things they're doing, there's things they're definitely doing, but every country is obviously about their best interest, right? So, like,
Yeah,
"Oh, these guys are
correct. So
bad, they want this," and
are
we're
we
the
Team America
superpower.
World Police? Are we Team
I'm
America
fucking
World
dude,
Police?
I'm a pro America all the fucking way, man. I don't give a shit whether we're right or
Unless
wrong. I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
support my
benefit you.
country.
You
No,
said that in a pod a couple episodes ago. You're
no, I'm
into what
pro
benefits
America,
you.
like, this is my country of
Yeah,
origin.
I'm pro America in
I'm
sports.
American.
I'm
Yeah,
American
that's
too.
different
Yeah.
though, that's different, you know?
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
know.
back your country though. I feel like the people are like, "Oh, fuck America." It's like, "Cool, dip out, like, get the fuck outta here."
I will agree with that statement. Like am neither here nor there when it comes to politics, but what I can tell
Yeah,
you
you
is
are.
like I am
Yeah, you are.
fiercely American. When are you gonna have your wife do the belt challenge?
She saw it, and
Yeah,
she's like, "Oh, that's
she
cute," and
reacted.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I didn't even tell her about it.
You sack of shit.
I
I
was
knew it.
sick. She got home at, like, 9 something. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, babe, can
Let
you
me
do me a
put this
favor? I'm
cup
gonna
on
sit
my
right
head and
here,
hit with the belt.
and can you do it and record it?"
I
Once
feel
this
like
girl from work asked me to do it.
I
Like,
feel like our
she was like, "I
friend
wanna do it now, I wanna do it," but I was fucking sick, and I was tired, and I was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not."
dude, my Sabrina was so worried about smacking myself in the face.
I know,
When
I
I
could
first
tell.
told when
She
I
looked
first
like her face looked like my face did when I was like, "Why am I gonna do this?" She was
yeah,
just like,
she
"Okay."
was like, "If I hit you in the face and you have a black eye, you have meetings tomorrow and calls tomorrow, what are you gonna tell people?" And be like, "Yeah, I'll just say my wife beats me, like, it's fine."
I
Like,
was gonna say, you would tell them the truth. "Well, I was
yeah,
doing this fucking challenge, and my wife fucking whipped me
"She
in the
hit me with a
eyeball."
belt, I don't know what I did." Yeah,
That's
she
funny.
crushed that shit though, it was good. It
Yeah,
was
Sabrina
good.
wants to do it too, but Sabrina will do it, and she will hit me. because she knows
I feel like
because she knows
Becca
that
just wanted to see us get hit in the face with a
I
belt.
yes, I agree,
Yeah.
100%. It was pretty funny, though. I had to
Yeah,
get
it
her
was
back,
good.
though. I had to get her back with that image I sent her. No one
God, that was
responded. I was
hilarious.
like, "Ooh, that landed well."
Yeah. She saw it and then dipped off social media for the rest of the
Yeah,
day.
that's what I do,
Oh,
man.
man.
Just putting people down. Down for the count.
Instigation. Alright,
Nah.
dude. So I know your Sabrina, you said, is driving, so you don't have a Sabrina topic.
Well,
Totally fair.
by the time you're done, she'll probably send me one. Well, no, I don't wanna make her do that. She's driving.
Correct. Let's observe correct driving etiquette and rules. No one texts while they drive. We know that to be true.
I never
So
done it.
I've never done it one time. Not never ever. I've never ever even texted before. So
That's
this is a
right.
first for me.
Yeah, what's that?
My Sabrina's mystery topic, and I'm gonna have you go first on this one. It's actually a really good one. If you had to pick an age that you had to be for the rest of your life, what age would you pick and why?
That's a good one. I don't think I've had the age yet, to be completely honest. I could easily say 26 or 27 because I was in great fucking shape. I was probably in the best shape of my life at that time, and I was living by the beach. I could say, the first year we bought our home, I was general manager. We had a bunch of money. Everything was great. I mean, we still have money, but just we had a nice, we had just bought in the home and I could say that age, but realistically, I don't think I've lived it yet. I don't think I've lived that true year. So if I had to do it now, I would say 26.
Yeah.
Just because I was in fucking killer shape and yeah, I was fucking,
That's good. No, that's good. So, like,
yeah,
I'm going to second your opinion. I don't know that I've had, you know, the best age, if you will. I think the best is still in front of us, of you,
100%.
and of
Yeah.
me. If I had to choose an age physically that I would retain for the rest of my life, it was probably when I was like 27 and I was about a year into training for strongman because I was like 260 pounds and getting stronger and
Yeah.
weightlifting and all that stuff. Like when I was my mental health was the best it ever was at that age, and my physical health was the best it ever was. Probably like 2021. That's maybe 28, 29, I guess. End of 2020 into 2021, my mental health was like set because I was working out 6 days a week. I was working out six
That's what
days a
it is,
week.
dude. That's what
Yeah, I
it
was
is.
6 days a week. I was working out
Exercise.
9 times a week, like, had 3 double days a week, like, I was lifting all the fucking time, and I felt the best mentally, I felt the best physically. I could look at myself in the mirror and flex and be like, "Yeah, I'm a tank," you know what I mean? Like, that's the year that I would pick, but I really actually truly feel like the best is yet to come.
Same here.
I feel like when I was a kid, we'd look at people in our 20s and just be like, "I can't wait till I'm older and have it all figured out," and I'm learning, like, ain't nobody got it figured out. Not you, not me, not no one, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true. And
I'm
then
I'm
it's
excited.
funny. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm actually just personally I'm excited for the rest of this year and next year. I think that there's a lot of things happening that
Personally
you
or
know
professionally?
uh
Be
bit of
honest.
both. Bit of both. There's a lot of things professionally that I feel very good about. I feel like there's a direction that um you know we have that I have that I've not had. You know what I mean? That's been one of my gripes. And then personally, like my daughter turning 6, this year we're going to Disneyland again. It's gonna be great. But like I've actually
Why don't you do Universal? You guys go to Disneyland like 6 times a year.
no, it's once a year. I don't have that kind of money.
You went twice last year.
Well, once with the family and then one day for the wife and I, and we'll probably do one day for the wife and I again this year because that was a hit. Um, I don't know. My daughter's the Universal Studios in Orlando has more than my daughter's interested in than Universal Hollywood does. So, like, when we do Disney World next year on my sabbatical, we'll probably do Universal Orlando too. But,
Are you guys outdoor people?
no,
Like, do you guys like camp
no,
or
no.
none of that? Oh, okay.
So I used to. I used to love hiking. I'd go hiking on a regular basis. I used to love going out camping and doing that kind of stuff. But Sabrina's not about that life. She grew up with it. They did all the time when she's growing up, and she just doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, like, by extension, we know. So she'll glamp. If I was like, "Hey, babe, we're gonna rent an RV and drive to Yosemite and glamp in an RV," she'd be there in a heartbeat, right?
That's
But
still
if I was,
camping.
well, yes, but if I was like, "Hey, we're gonna backpack and carry all of our supplies and go find a lake somewhere and sit down and fish for our own food and hardcore
No,
camp,"
that's
she
not
would
no,
die.
not
But we
that.
have a couple of
I
our
mean, I
good
would like to
friends
do that. I've
we
never
have a
done
couple
it.
good friends that do that. I'm not gonna they have kids now, so not as regular as they used to, but they'll still go out with their dogs and their son, and their daughter's, like, less than a year, so I don't think they've maybe gone one time with their daughter since she's been born. But they'll go out and backpack, and Cody will fish for their food, you
Fuck
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, they'll do all that. But what I was gonna say is something I'm really excited about this year personally, I'm just being honest, is doing softball right now, not a fan. You can just tell it's not her sport. I'm
Yeah.
teaching her and Sabrina's teaching her, like, we don't quit, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna see this through. But I've been thinking about how much she likes to jump and climb and go over things and do all this stuff. And so I introduced her to American Ninja Warrior, and
Jeez.
she is obsessed.
That would be
She's
cool.
like we watch it a couple episodes a day right now, and because she's on spring break, and she's like, "I want to, Dad, I can do that. Dad, I can do all of that." So there's a couple of gymnastics gyms that do junior ninja courses and things, and so Sabrina and I have talked. We both kind of had to warm up to the idea and research it, right? Because I'm like, I don't want her slinging across all these things at this age, and the young kids don't do things that crazy, but they
Yeah, and
do.
there's pads
They
and stuff.
Correct. We had to do some research on it, but I think when we're done with softball, I think we're gonna get her back into gymnastics and into Ninja Warrior, because I think that if that was around when I was a kid and I had the opportunity to do that, like, when I was 6 or 7, I would have gone obsessed over that. Like, I love to climb things. My parents wouldn't let me rock climb, but I really wanted to rock climb when I was a kid. Now, obviously, I grew up high school, played football, like, that was been my passion ever since, right? Is football and ball sports like that. Like, I think if we can get her
So
into
what you're
Ninja Warrior,
saying is you like to play with balls.
especially oblong ones that are kinda
You know what
wrinkly.
you know what's happening here in real time, and right when I said about an hour in, it's gonna start hitting,
Yeah, your eyes have been consistently getting droopy.
they're getting a little no, they're not getting droopy, they're getting real
Narrow.
squinty like I'm glaring at you.
Yeah, that's okay. But no,
I grew up
I'm
camping, I
excited
like
for that.
camping.
You
I
like
like
camping?
camping.
Tell
Fucking
me
love
all about it,
camping. Had
big
a big
Steve boat?
motorhome. You can still camp in a motorhome. That's
Absolutely.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Tent camping, did quite a bit of that as well. I think though, what I really wanna do, what I'm gonna do, maybe next year, because this year my focus is just paying off a little bit more debt. I wanna get a truck and I wanna get a boat. We grew up going to, Havasu and the river all the time. My dad had little 19-foot, like, drag boats, race boats that would do, like, 110 in the water. And I wouldn't need anything like that, but just something to get back out on the lake.
Totally.
Bring some tents. Actually, I probably wouldn't even wanna camp in a tent, just get a room unless I had a motorhome or a trailer or something, I don't know, but wanna get a truck and wanna get a boat. My brother has a boat. I think he might have 2 boats right now, actually. He buys and sells things often. It's like a side gig for him, you know, he'll buy something for cheap, fix it up, put a new motor in it, and flip it. But, I think I wanna say he's got like a 35 or a 37-foot boat right now with
Is it a
twin
boat?
twin
Is it
t
a
turbo
sailboat?
engines. No, it's a fucking boat, like a
Like a
race
yacht or
boat.
like like a
No,
race
no,
boat? Oh, shit.
it's big though, it's got, like,
Like a big
the 2
motorboat, like a
seats,
speedboat?
the big yeah, speedboat,
There
bunch
you
of
go.
seats, and then you walk down under the bow, and there's, like I think there's a bed and shit in there, but then you can come back up to the front, and it's fucking badass, and I'm waiting for him to send me an invite, so if, we need to clip this shit, Nick, I'm waiting for my motherfucking invite on that boat, bro.
Nick, get your shit
Hustler
together.
Race Engines, he follows us.
I know he does. I see him liking
That's
stuff.
his shit,
We
yeah.
see you, Nick. You like our stuff. We see it. We see it. No, that's sick, dude. I have a good boat story for you from the last time I went camping. Last time I
Alright.
went camping was my boy Cody's bachelor party. And so we were out there at Lake Collins, which is north of us, an hour and a half or so.
Yeah,
And
not
so
far.
I got there, I was working, so I got there a little late, and they were drinking and smoking and hanging out, having a good time. We all fall asleep. you're camping, right? So you go to bed at like 2, the sun's coming up at like 5:30, so everyone's awake. So you have this guy, Austin, we called him, he was our chef. Austin has this little charcoal grill thing that's at the campground, and he's like grilling eggs and bacon, and it's like 5:40, and someone's alarm is going off. They're not waking up. So he's like, "Oh, whose fucking alarm is that?" And this dude Tyler gets up, and he's like, "Oh shit, I need to go get the boat." And so they bought a double-decker party, like, catamaran thing, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't a boat, it was like a floating raft on a catamaran with an
I
engine,
know what
right?
you're talking about, yeah.
And so Tyler gets up, and he's just drunk as shit, and he still, right? And he just, like, gets up, and he starts walking, we're like, "Oh, whatever." So we eat the food that Austin has, we're all tired, and it's like 6:30, and Cody cracks a Budweiser, right? So we all crack beers, and we start drinking again, and we hear the sound of a boat engine, right? And we're kinda, like, at the edge of the water on our campground looking around, and then we turn, and we see the party catamaran with Tyler at the helm just cruising. He just beaches it right at our campground. And he fucking
Yeah.
collapses, as it hits the thing. He climbs out. He's like, "Dude, I don't know why they let me take that. Like, I'm still hammered." Like, just
Hell yeah.
stammering. And dude, we all like laughed. We loaded up and we pushed it out and we cruised around. They were fishing. I fished, but I don't know. I don't get the enjoyment out of it that some people do. But I like hanging with the
Did you
boys,
catch
right?
anything?
We caught a couple small fish,
No,
nothing.
have you ever caught a fish?
I have not,
That's why.
but I
Once you
got
catch
into
something
golf.
once you
Yeah,
catch something though,
that's
it
fair,
changes everything.
that's fair, but we pushed this boat out into the middle of the lake, and we're cruising. Everybody's fishing up the side and jumping off, and we're drinking, and
Yeah.
Austin brought a little portable propane, grill, and we're grilling, so I'm manning that, and then they're like, "Oh, we need to move spots," and so I was like, "Oh, I'll drive," and so we just cruised, and this dude, it was sick. It
Yeah.
was such a good time.
Lakes and boats, man. Boats and hoes.
Boats and
It's
hoes.
the life.
Boats and
I've got very
hoes.
crazy lake stories, but I'm not gonna tell them. Some of those stories gotta stay in the past. Havasu is wild, though. Havasu is I'll tell one story, and then I probably gotta wrap it up because my throat's starting to fucking hurt.
Gotta stop deep throating, man.
Exactly. When we were kids, right, we've been going to Havasu. My first time in Havasu, I think I was like, I wanna say, like, 8 months. We had a big motorhome, and my dad had race boats growing up. He always had
I
a
thought
boat.
you were gonna tell me that you remembered something from when you were 8 months old, and I was
No,
like,
no, no, no.
"Oh,
There's a bunch of
okay."
photos, though. There's a bunch of photos of, like, my mom. We used to always stay at this place called Crazy Horse Campground. It's right by the London Bridge. And
Shout out Mama Bo. Shout out
she's
Mama
gangster.
Bo. Yeah.
She's crazy. Bringing your 3 kids to the lake in a boat with an 8-month-old baby. Like, that's what we did. We were always doing something. But, not when I was 8 months. Years later, I was probably 8, 9, 10, maybe. We were
I
in the same
appreciate the
campground.
clarification there.
We were in the same campground, right? And Havasu was wild. Every holiday, it was all about show us your tits. You hold up signs and chicks flash. Like that was
Yeah.
rampant. So we'd find these signs in the trash after people would leave the campsite. And we found a bunch of show us your tits signs, and my parents let us take them on the boat. So we're rolling through the London Bridge on my dad's fucking 19-foot Southwind drag boat, right? And we're standing on the front of it as we're cruising through, little kids with signs, show us your tits, and chicks are flashing us. And it was, dude, that's the tip of the iceberg, man. It was a lot of fun going there as kids. My parents were cool too. They gave us a lot of freedom.
Feel like that was a core memory for you because you had an adorable smile while you were telling that story.
Definitely a core memory.
That's awesome,
Definitely a
man.
core memory. Good times in Havasu with the family.
Good times in Havasu with the family. I've always wanted to go to Havasu. I'm pretty sure we drove past it once on a family vacation to the Grand Canyon, but, no, I don't
Probably. I
think I've ever
mean,
been
it
there.
it probably
Yeah.
looks like every other desert in Arizona. It's just desert, and then all of a sudden you see water, and you're
Dude,
like, oh,
I love flying over the Grand Canyon. That shit is fucking
yeah, it's
crazy
pretty
to see.
awesome.
That shit's crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
Alright, big dog. Well, we're an hour in.
I
It's been
made it
solid.
through, dude. I
You
made it
made it through,
through. I feel
dude.
like my throat is on fire right now. Not because dude, this is fucking weird. Not because I'm talking. It's like super dry, and like as the night progresses, I just start coughing.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like it's like in my lungs. Maybe I was talking to the boss today, and it's like, yeah, maybe you should go get that checked out because it doesn't feel like a normal like. It's not allergies, first of
Think
all.
you got, like, bronchitis or something maybe? Because
I don't know,
that's
but
like
it's like not my esophagus, it's like right below it where I
yeah,
feel
dude,
this
I would
dryness.
it would go and get checked for bronchitis
Yeah, I
for
probably
sure.
should.
Yeah. Alright,
We'll
dude,
figure it
well,
out.
I'm gonna
Alright,
kill
brother.
the recording. You so down to do another one soon?
Yes.